Hi, I'm Kimberly Heisland, Paparazzi Independent Consultant 16591, and I'm coming to you today to tell you a little bit about what I do after the Facebook party. So after I've had a paparazzi party, we've got to get these orders to customers, some for local delivery and some for shipping. So I thought I would just give a quick rundown of the few things that I do to get my special packages to their customers in a timely manner, and just the few little tips and tricks that I've thought of along the way that hopefully will help you too. Getting an order ready for delivery is really easy. You know, they've already picked out pretty jewelry, so all you have to do is put your finishing touches on it. You know, when you had your party, that was your first point of contact with the customer. Delivering the inventory is the last impression, so you want to make sure you're setting a great one. All right, so for example, at the end of a party, I've got customer orders that have a wonderful mixture of things. Some will be the last of its kind and out of its package. Others, maybe they picked something that had multiples of, so it's still in its original packaging. I want to make sure that this jewelry looks perfect when it arrives, and I definitely want to give a few moments of just inspection to make sure that everything is just as it should be. So in the case of the original packaging, all I do in this case is I go ahead and take off the outer layer that has the name on it. The name doesn't matter to the customer by the time it gets to them. They just want the goods. But by taking that outer layer off, I'm left with one sleeve, and it is much easier for me to go ahead and open and inspect. And I can tell here that the chains are intact, there are no gems missing, and the bonus earrings are still there as well. So this piece is good to go. I can simply fold and put in the bag as is. Now, for the pieces where it was just the one left and I didn't have an original paparazzi packaging left anymore, no worries. I'm gonna look this beauty over, make sure it's still as perfect as can be, no loose anything, right? And then I'm just simply gonna take some tissue paper and I'm gonna wrap it up. When I wrap it up, it's giving it that extra cushion and it makes it fun. It's not gonna be tangled with everything else, and they get to open it like a present when it arrives. So my customers love that touch. I use white tissue paper. One, it's the most economical, and two, I don't have to worry about anything crazy happening where maybe moisture could accidentally get in the packaging, and tissue paper would have color transfer if that happens. So I've wrapped this really cute necklace in some tissue so they are ready for the bag. So that's the next step. I take her final purchases, here we go, and I go ahead and put them in a bag. So we've got our awesome paparazzi crowns. We love these bags, but I do suggest, because sometimes we have a lot of volume when it comes to orders, and sometimes we run out of these before our next shipment comes in, having a backup bag. And you can go on Amazon or any other store supply type store and find hot pink bags in different sizes. So these are my backup bags. But it's just something that I've learned is great to have on hand, because you never know. You could have a crazy spike in sales and be out bags, and you don't want to do that, because you want to make sure that your package looks complete when it arrives to your customer. But before I go off delivering this package or putting it in the mail, I've got something else I need to do. And this to me is more important than any of the care that I took in putting these pieces in this package. That is actually going to be making some thank you notes. That is such an important step. Your customers are building personal relationships with you, and you want them to know how much you appreciate them. So buy yourself some cards. There are always paparazzi cards in the back office, but you can also go to any of your stationery, office supply, or crafting stores and pick up something that suits you and your personality. I found these rose gold and white cuties, and I just love them. So I would simply let my customer know how much I appreciate her and how much I hope she loves her jewelry. I would definitely encourage her to maybe have a party with me or post her selfies and tag me in it, anything, whatever makes sense for that relationship with that customer. After signing it, the very, very important last step to this is, before you put it in the envelope, make sure to drop a business card in there. Maybe even two, because here's why. There's one for her and one for her to pass on. Because sometimes people will compliment your customer on her beautiful jewelry while she's out and about, and she can tell everybody about her fabulous jewelry lady. And if she's got a couple business cards, she may be willing to do a little promotion for you, not just word of mouth. So anyway, I go ahead and finish this up and I slip it in her bag. Now it's ready. I can deliver locally, and ta-da, cute paparazzi bag ready to go, or I can ship. So the final step for that is, if I'm shipping and it's a smaller order like this, I have found some wonderful economical bubble mailers. They're very lightweight and thin, a little bit of padding. My jewelry is protected in the bag with my tissue paper, so we're good to go. And a bag like this, just folded in half, fits beautifully in one of these bubble mailers. I just use my handy Sharpie, but if you've got a printer available, label maker, whatever, then go ahead and use that. But personal touch is really important to me, so I go ahead and put my info on here and it's ready to go. Now, I do have customers that love to make large orders or lots of orders back to back. So I did go ahead and grab a few of the bigger mailers as well. And these are very handy for when I have customers that have very large orders or very bulky pieces, or just multiple orders being shipped at the same time. So in this case, I've got 2 large orders, and they would be a little too small for my little guy there. So yay, I've got my big one ready to go. It's same company, just a little bit larger. So I am able to go ahead and put this in here, put her information on, and drop it off at the post office. So there you go. That's how I get my customers their beautiful paparazzi in a way that they really appreciate. It all comes to them with no damages. It's not tangled. It's a pretty presentation. It's a wonderful representation of what paparazzi is all about. But on top of that, it has those personal touches. That thank you card goes a long ways. And business cards are not completely obsolete. My customers are finding me on Facebook, and that's how they're shopping. But if your customer gets complimented and she's got that card on hand, she can pass it off, and then they can Facebook stalk you and find your next party too. So I hope that helped. Have fun and happy delivering. I hope you have tons of orders to get out. Bye guys.